welcome to this evening's live stream with a little bit of a small change. Hope everybody's having a lovely day so far and ready to get some stuff done. So yeah, hey Melissa, hey Alexis. So yeah, I decided to turn my table. So we're still in the living room, just turn my table. Changing things up a little bit. It's also a little neater. It's not as cluttered or too much stuff to see. Keep it simple, you know? Keep it simple. Anyways, it is Wednesday, and I'm working on 2 stories. I'm testing out writing a reader magnet for my book. I seen, thanks to my lovely beta readers, that I am going to write, since I know it, and see how I like it, if it's good enough of a magnet for the book, and see how that goes. And then I'm gonna work on the other story that was technically speaking kind of my camp thing, without taking part of camp. Hey Jess, hello dear, hello. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on that, even though I actually been working on yet another pet project on Canva. I had an idea, and I'm kind of wondering if it's a good idea or not. I'm very curious to know if it's a good idea or not. So yeah, and I'm trying to make up my mind, as to speak. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, yes, I have a different background, and I didn't move. I just turned my living room table, I turned it a little bit to the side, so we have this in the back, and one of my paintings, like romantic, cozy vibes. Turn on, lit some candles, have a cozy. So yeah. Hey Havadon. Hello, it's killing me today, so I'll be writing slowly. Just write out at your own pace. No rush, as long as we're getting some progress done, or making some progress, then we're doing amazing. That's the main thing. As long as you try, you're doing amazing. So it's easy peasy. If you think of it that way. If it's only 1 word, then awesome. If it's 2 words, even better. Let me see. Hey Kelly. Alexa is very cozy indeed. Yeah, I thought it was better. It was better. Also, I was trying to change up my lighting a little bit and stuff like that, so I'm quite pleased. Also, my little sister then can walk into the living room without the danger of you guys seeing her in her pajamas. Or her cozy outfit. So yeah, let me see. I gotta put the monster to bed first. Yes, indeed. Okay, I think we should start the first sprint of the night. I changed the timer to my Mac timer because I was in the mood for that. I was in the mood to see my Mac timer and be like, you better finish those stories so I can start working on that series. So yeah, there's lots to get done during the sprints tonight. Exactly, same here. I have a lot of writing to do. I was doing blogs today, and I think in total I have about 1,000+ words just for the blogs today. So I've done a lot of writing today, just not creative writing. So now we're gonna do some creative writing and try to get as much done of this magnet. So I'm gonna see if I can fast or dictate it, a rough draft, and then edit. Yes. I love it. Okay, let's move on to the first sprint of the night. Remember, guys, hydrate, check your posture, and keep liquids of choice. And I'll see you guys in 25. If the time decides to turn on. Come on, timer. Oh, there it is. See you guys in 25. me see. And we're back. How did you do? How did you do, my darlings? So I was finishing up some minor project that I think you guys will like as soon as I'm done with it. That I'm gonna try to set up after the live stream, because I need to use Movie Maker and Streamlabs do not mix. Not at all. So that is what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, it looks adorable. The project I'm working on. It's gonna be interesting to see if it works as it should. I think I'm testing out different animations and stuff like that. So yeah, getting all the stuff done. But I'm going to be working, writing the next sprint. So yeah, I'm gonna save these two files. Oh yeah, I need to save them as separate. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that later. Anyways, how did you guys do? Welcome down to everybody that joined us during the sprint. Let me see. And Havrun, yeah, you didn't see my comment. I use, because I have an iPhone, old iPhone, but an iPhone nonetheless. And I use the dictation software on that. You can also use the dictation software on Google Docs. It's very decent. It's decent. So when I don't want to dictate through my phone, I use the mic on my table and use dictation from that. As long as you speak with a clear, neutral tone, it works. But as soon as you get a little too emotional and give too much oomph into it, dictation becomes like, girl, you say what? You say blue, blue. Oh, okay. We say blue, blue. Okay. So yeah, FYI. Anyways, let me see. When I start here on my iPad, I'm editing. I love that. Then we have Thorn. Hello, 702 words that round. Getting all the writing done today. 3 different projects. Well done indeed. Then we have Jess with 121. Got lost in the song I pulled up to help visualize the scene. Guess that's not really a bad thing. Definitely not. Then we have Havarun with 387. Fantastic job. See, progress. We have Wild Dog Productions. Hello, darling. I remembered yesterday when you said you were thinking of doing more shorts too. Well, I'm kind of on that approach. Too, but they're not going to be super long. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm to join the process of making shorts. Yeah, I have to find time. I have on the right side of my computer, I have folders with projects that I need to do that are not writing related. List is long. I'm trying to do a little bit of each project each day to cut it down, but yeah, if I'm wise, I would give myself some time to do shorts. I think as soon as I finish these smaller writing projects, I might actually force myself to get it over with. So yeah, thanks for reminding me. I haven't added it to my list yet, and I need to, so I remember to do it. I also have to move my combo board into the living room again. But yeah, I took it out when I was having a little party a few weeks ago and haven't pulled it back into the living room. So yeah. Anyways, any woozies. Like I said, I'm gonna try. So I'm trying to make up my mind. I was gonna try to do a quick reader magnet draft tonight on my story, and I'm trying to debate if I am going to do it from the teachers or the mentor's view or the student's view. I'm trying to decide. I think because if I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle. I'm in a very much of a pickle because I can't give up too much information, but I can give out some. So I'm trying to decide. I think I might actually say it from the student's point of view. I think that will be safer, but still make people curious. So I'm trying to make when we start brave a draft for a night. You never know. I might do it, I might finish it, or I might not. You never know. Or I might just be over ambitious and then be super cruel to myself if I fail, which tends to happen. I put on too much pressure, decide I'm gonna conquer the world, and when I don't, my inner mean self is very cruel and kind of a bitch to me. But that's the inner bitch in everyone. We just have to choose if we're gonna listen or not, or if it's tomorrow's problem. I like that idea. When it comes to just being an overachiever, and if you failed the next day, at least you tried. I like that fact. Just try. If you fail, okay, fine, you learned something, but try. Haha. Anyways, I am going to start the next break because I have been working on that other project, and I kind of need to start dictating before my voice says, I don't want to talk anymore. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next brand, shall we? Hope you guys are ready. Remember, check your posture, get liquids of choice, and I'll see you guys in 25. How did you do? How did you do, my darlings? So I'm visualizing the scenes. I'm walking through what's happening before I put in the word. I've literally been sitting here visualizing the scene I'm writing or working on, just to see if it works. And I have the mic next to me, so I'm ready. Everything's ready. My file's open. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't add in spoilers. So that is, yeah. But other than that, I did good. Made progress within how things can go, what I can and cannot say during this reader magnet. But yeah, progress. Well, let me see. Oh, sorry about the noise of the chair. Let me see. Percy's cousin, 2 left of main characters. Well done. Then we have Jess, 189, but it feels like so much more. Oh, that's just lovely. Then we have Percy's cousin, about 44 words. Progress. Thorn, 833 word, moving right along. Well done. That is splendid. You guys are making excellent progress. Well done indeed. So yeah, I kind of wish I had a stronger, bigger computer so I could be doing all the big things. I'm very smitten with the project I was working on earlier. I just want to get it over with. So yeah, but we're writing, we're drafting. It would be awesome. I'm just gonna keep my reader magazine very short, maybe 5,000 words, 6,000 words. I'm not gonna have it too long, but yeah. Or if I can write that short. I'm not sure if I can write a short story, but we're gonna try. We're damn gonna try. I'm not known for rationing my words, but yeah, this will be a nice exercise. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a few reader magnets. That'd be cool. A few little tastes of the world. I think that could also be cool. Having a few little short stories around the world, so people can like get a little snippet of what could come or what is to come, or can become once the series over or while the series been writing. Anyways, I'm gonna stop mushing. Alexis, yawn. You sleep? Oh, it's 11 o'clock, of course. With a young one to wake you up in the morning. Anyways, I think if there's not any comments or nothing else, we can just move on to the next sprint. Keep on making progress, because my head is in the story. It is just chit-chatting. It's not my strong suit when I'm in the story. It's just a fact. But let me see. Thorn, short stories can be a fun way to branch out with side characters too. I worked on one today. That was one of the 3 projects. Ooh, really? Yeah, because the main other thing is, if I can get myself to write short stories around the series, there are a lot of stories within the world that I can mention and then connect it to the short stories. So when people ask me, oh, I want to know more about that thing he mentioned, then I can say, hey, read this short story, like the little book, Kindle book. So I think, yeah, I just have to get myself to finish writing them instead of just drafting them down in Icelandic.
So yeah. But yeah, definitely gonna do this one. Potentially more. There are a few little things that I mentioned in the book, over the series, the 5-book series, that I would love to do a story on. I just have to do it. So I'm gonna start with this one, and who knows? By finishing this one, I might actually open up a floodgate of all kind of stories around the series. Actually, might also be just a fun entertainment in between releases. So yeah, having all the short stories around one series so people can constantly get more content. Not a bad idea. Let me see. Now everybody's yawning. Let me see. Alexis, I should be tired. I slept till shouldn't be tired. I slept till 2 p.m. If you sleep too much, you get tired. Simple as that. Let me see. Morningstar, my youngest played music, piano and bass. Oh, that sounds nice. Kelly, oh my gosh, Allie, I'm tired too. Morningstar, such musical children. Lucky one, you are truly lucky, my dear. Kelly, I don't know why. Slept too much. I don't know. Slept too little. All the things. Not enough caffeine. Too much caffeine. And let me see, Alexis, I didn't mean to. I went back to sleep like 9 a.m. That's why you could answer me so long. So I had trouble sleeping last night. So I didn't fall asleep until late in the morning because my brain just didn't want to shut up. Nothing helpful though. And I was wondering why Alexis was awake. Let me see, Alexis, I'm gonna work on my fanfic. I'm not in a romantic mood, HK. What is that? Your world is very rich. Easily will support a lot of stories. Really? I just have to do it. I think that's going to be a nice thing to do. Just write all the short stories in between projects. I think it also would be a fun, as I said earlier, a fun bonus. So if, like I said, I'm writing a 5-book series, and if with that 5-book series, that every story or every book had a few smaller stories connected to that book. That's a lot of writing. Am I backing myself into a corner? Potentially. How about we start the sprint? Let me see. Well, Jess, I need some coffee. Go get some coffee, dear. Go get some coffee. Wild Dog Productions, I'm tired like all of you. Are we in a plague? Give in to the dark force and get some liquids. Caffeinated liquids. Everyone. I'm on my second one today. Which is weird since usually when I'm on my vacation break, I don't need them. But for some reason I do. Hey Comet! Hello! Let me see. Okay, we're gonna start the next break because I'm staring into the abyss and we can't have that. So see you guys in 25.
And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? So, like everyone else, my brain is tired for some reason. So, I was struggling dictating in English, so I decided to use the easier part, doing a rough draft of the reader magnet in Icelandic and then just do the second draft in English, since I'm already used to jumping back and forth. So that is what I'm doing right now. I am just writing down the rough draft. And yeah, going quite nicely. So not as many words as I hope, but still. Yeah, I've only, I think, 200 words. But still. Is the Wednesday blues? It is actually raining here. I always get very sleepy when it's raining. And it's raining cats and dogs right now. The fur babies are not happy. Kom nu. Kom till tal. Kom till tal. Ska lyfta dig. He's too lazy to use the chair to jump up. So instead, he uses me. Anyways, yeah. So I'm just gonna focus on writing it in Icelandic, the rough draft, so I know exactly what is happening. I think it's just easier also just because it's autopilot. My brain can then go on just all autopilot and just write without thinking about it. And yeah. That is what I'm doing. Hopefully I will have a rough draft of this story before the night is through. I think I will just try to do as much as I can tonight, so the second draft will be so I can start the second draft either on Friday or next week. Since I'm not gonna have it that long, I'm gonna see how long it will be. I'm not expecting this scene to be more than 5,000 words, mostly, if it gets that far. But yeah, so I think that is going to be a nice idea, just to write this story, this scene, and potentially write other stories, just see where it gets me. So yeah. Anyways, let me see. How did you guys do? Let me see, before the sprint was over, Thorn left us with 313 words that time, but at 4,200 for the day. Damn, well done. My brain has just said, nope, mid-sprint, so I'm taking off. Thanks for the hosting. Thank you, darling, and have a wonderful evening. Then we have Alexis. So I wrote in the next chapter of my fanfic in my head. Then was confused why it wasn't in my document. Don't you hate that? Yeah, you know, yeah, kind of. I just want the things to go from my head onto the paper and be done with it. But sadly, it doesn't work that way. Maybe in the future. Never know. But Alexis, you got 135 words. I'm annoyed the scene I wrote was only in my head. Yeah, for good reason. Let me see, Melissa, that sprint went so fast. I know, we're having so much fun. When you're making progress, things just move. Then we have Jess with 167, finding some dialogue for this scene. Well done. Morningstar, one day, just for giggles, I should accept everything in Grammarly. It'd be funny. Yeah, sometimes. So when I'm dictating or I'm writing, and sometimes I use dictation rather than writing, for the simple reason I don't always know how to spell things in English. And not always. I can say it, I can pronounce it, but write it, hell not. Just the more technical words, longer words. And the suggestions that Grammarly will sometimes give me is absolutely hilarious. And like, how do you get, I don't understand. How does this word work? But yeah, it would be very hilarious. Thank goodness I've learned to trust myself a little more. The more I translate write English, transfer between Icelandic and English, and the more I get into the film, the more I've started to trust my judgment when it comes to Grammarly. It is awesome, but don't trust it blindly. That is for damn sure. And let me see. When he started, lol, lazy kitty. I know, he's such a lazy bastard. Like, he's snuggle on the blanket and getting ready to take a nap and taking a bath right now, and he's like, yes, I shall not jump, you shall move me, human, move me. But yeah, let me see. Melissa to Alexis, like when you dream getting something accomplished only to realize it didn't really happen and you still have to do it. Like, I dreamt last night that my cucumber plant and my string bean plant had suddenly decided to overgrow and was now a big, large bush, and all my string beans and cucumbers were like huge. So then I woke up and remembered, no, I'm not that lucky. Yeah, they're not that cute. The tomato plants and paprikas and the pepper plants are awesome, but not the string beans and cucumbers. Okay, but not awesome. Anyways, let me see. Casey, hey guys, was able to join the stream for the last few minutes of the stream, but I'm currently working on my characters card for my VIP. Ah, well done. Yeah, we have at least 1 hour and 20 minutes left, so you good. Let me see. Alexis, hold up. How is it so late? Didn't we just start? I know. Time is passing, girl. Time is passing. Kelly, you have to double check Grammarly. Exactly. That's why I use Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid. I use both. And then try to trust my own judgment when it comes to the comma, because they can never agree on the commas. Which reminds me, I really need to do that video, the grammar video. Let me see. Alexis, Grammarly only ever yells at me for my comma problems. I put comma where they don't need to be and never where they need to be. Honey, I'm the same way. It's always scolding me for you not using enough commas, and when I do, in the wrong place. When you start Grammarly disagrees versus Pro Writing Aid and commas, I believe Pro Writing Aid. Exactly. I actually do believe Pro Writing Aid over Grammarly when it comes to commas, especially when it comes to creative writing, which is usually the reason I will rather follow. I will start with Grammarly and I will end with Pro Writing Aid, just as a final double check and getting it a little more smooth, because I feel like I get a little more smoother overview and problem solving on Pro Writing Aid than Grammarly. But Grammarly still is very helpful. Whew. Let me see. For some reason, I'm getting short of breath. Let me see. Kelly, I think I told you about Pro Writing Aid a while ago. Or did you tell me? Or both? I have no idea. I am so forgetful, good darling. I'm so freaking forgetful. I don't remember shit. Alexis, sorry, I don't use Grammarly. I use Pro Writing Aid. Grammarly is cheap. Grammarly charges for everything. It does. Exactly, Morningstar. Grammarly, then Pro. I actually don't have the Pro version of Grammarly right now. I only have that on Pro Writing Aid, but I still always start with Grammarly. And sometimes they will give me, like, I will sign up for Grammarly Pro for maybe a month, because they give a good suggestion, like sentence structures, which I find very helpful for my dyslexic brain. So they usually can help me and give me better insight into what I could maybe do better. But Pro Writing Aid definitely for the win in the end. Definitely. So Alexis, you're gonna go to bed. My brain is like, roll. Then go to bed, darling. Go to bed. Hey, Claude. Hope you're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna start the next sprint because I'm eager for the progress. Since I'm writing in Icelandic, it should be pretty easy.
easy peasy to get the words out without over putting my brain in overdrive to translate every single thing I'm trying to write. It's tiring. It is a little bit tiring. So we're gonna move over to the next sprint. Hope you guys are ready. Remember, hydrate, posture check, and I'll see you guys in 25. And if you need snacks, go get some. Stretch those legs and get some snacks.
we're back. Let me see. I'm actually doing swimmingly. It was a wise idea to write in Icelandic instead of English. My brain is obviously not in the translation mode, but it was a much better idea. It was definitely the wise thing to do. So I'm just filling in all the blanks, writing it the way it would potentially be if I were writing in English. So setting everything up. I'm working on the background, the beginning, like the intro, so people understand it's a short story connected to another story. So yeah, sure indeed. Let me see. Alexis shared some Cadnor Ladybug stuff for anyone that's interested. Hey, Coffee Crate Connect. Hello, Blue. Kotal. Hello. Let me see. Coffee. I published my first book a few weeks ago, and since then I haven't really felt any desire to write anything else. Just finding my way back to pleasurable writing. I think that is pretty normal. When you let your baby go and to the next, when you have to turn your attention towards the next projects, I think it's just normal. But welcome back. Just remember, take the time, find your energy, and find your flow. Just have to find a new writing baby. Let me see. Alexis, as Katnar started. Okay, I'm sorry, Alexis. I'm not reading out loud. It takes too much time. Let me see. Morningstar, congrats, coffee. I was like, I didn't realize you were saying coffee create connect until I read because I saw Morningstar's comment first, like, congrats, coffee. I'm like, coffee? Why coffee? And then, coffee published your book. Because we were earlier talking about our desperation for caffeine or something to keep us awake. Anyways, but congratulations on your book. And yes, you will find your way. Thank goodness, just takes time. Let me see, updates. We have 360, feels like the scene is finally moving along. Well done. And we have Heather, hello dear. I took some picture of my dogs because they were cute and I'm beta reading. I did a ton of editing for my novel yesterday. I'm feeling relaxed today. Well done, go you. I'm actually writing a reader's magnet for one of the characters in book 1 right now in Icelandic, so it'll be a while until I translate it, but still. Let me see. Lexus, I went from romantic to horrifying depression. Oh, honey, you need to write something fun. Yes, definitely. My daughter is ham. We'll demand a photo when she's cute, and then we'll pose. Morningstar, iPad hard to tag, moving to PC. Claude, read a chapter for Stephen King Carey. I read a chapter from Stephen King. I need to learn to read. Damn. I need to read that. I haven't read that. Not yet. But it will happen. Sooner or later. Alexis, 400 words. It went from romantic to foreign to depressing. Write something fun. That will fix your mood. Definitely write something fun. Okay. Just checking the candles. Anyways. So yeah. How many words do I have? I only have 340 words for this file. I deleted a bunch because I started writing in English and just didn't look right, so I deleted it. So I only have about 300 something words right now. But that's okay. That is a-okay. At least I'm writing. We like that. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna see how much progress I make. If I can finish this story tonight, I'll be so happy. Because it doesn't have to be long. It just has to be something juicy for people to sink their teeth into. But let me see. Claude 2 answering Heather. I'm in a big Stephen King vibe these days, and want to read all his books slowly but surely. When you just have that kind of need for a certain author. I think the last was a few of Terry Pratchett's books. Neil Gaiman. I always love reading Neil Gaiman. I have like the need to binge read his books now and again. And also, Anne Rice. I don't know, her name just popped out of my head, like, what? Anne Rice's books. I can binge read those books. I don't know what it is. I love her books. Let me see. Alexis, that's why I'm doing depression fiction. Helps me with my depression feelings. I need depression, lol. It can pour all depression in that big. If it works, then freaking awesome. Well done. Anyways, we are going to start the next sprint. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and which means I am going to do one more sprint before we call the quits for the night, because I'm eager to finish this project I have on my computer, where I can't do until the stream is done. So we're just gonna move on to the final sprint of the night. But let me see. Well, that production, let me see, everyone, we're trying to write a 2-second scene. Then when the next thing you know, I'm outlining a series. It's like, when your brain is like, oh, shiny, oh, shiny, oh, shiny. It's annoying, but we love it. Then we have Heather. I've never read Terry Pratchett, but I did go through a crazy Neil Gaiman phase and basically read every book he's written except for one I think. Yeah, I haven't read the comics actually after Neil Gaiman's, but most of his other books I've read. Like I got Terry Pratchett kind of obsessed because my friends were talking about his books a lot. So I started reading some of his books. Of course, I never remember book titles. You can't ask. I can't remember any of the titles I read for the life of me. But I read a bunch. Loved them. And could keep up a book conversation freshly after reading those books. Can I do today? No. Do I need to read them again to do so? Yes. But yes, they were good. I like his writing style. I really do like his writing style. And Neil Gaiman, he's kind of my favorite. I love his way of writing. Just love it. Anyways, we are going to start the next sprint because, like I said, we have one sprint left. We have only one sprint left. It's already been way too just crazy. Let me see. Oh, H.K. The comics are so good. I got all the Sandman ones from the library because there were so many. Oh yeah, I've seen snippet like little tips, not little sneak peeks from the Sandman comics, but I haven't read them. But I've heard they're super good, and I want to read the comics, but I just haven't gotten myself to read them. I preferably would like to read them before the series comes out, but I doubt that will happen. So. Let me see. Coffee create. Yes, for using depression to advantage you as you can. I do the same. Use the heavy motion state to create stores and dances. I think that's a good idea. Like this, we have arms on something. Let me see. Claude. I read Neverwhere and Stardust from Neil Gaiman. I've heard Neverwhere, but both were good. I'm a sucker for Stardust. I love that book.
He has an awesome writing voice. Or, writing voice. And if you haven't already, try listening to his audiobooks. Neil Gaiman's audiobooks. He reads all his audiobooks himself. So you really capture his emotions in the characters. And it's freaking mesmerizing. But yeah, you can also hear when you're reading the book, but reading and listening at the same time, it's lovely. It's lovely. He really helps me visualize the books even deeper than I usually do. And I'm a very visual person when I'm reading. I will see it as clearly almost as a movie screen. If the book is very well written, I will see it like a movie screen. And his books are just written perfectly for my brain. I love it. Let me see. Everybody's sending comments or... Sorry, my phone is peeping. The imagination, he's so great. Oh. Okay, you guys can keep on chatting in the chat. And I'm gonna move us on to the final sprint of the night. See you guys in 25. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? I am making excellent progress on this first draft of this reader magnet. I actually, in the last minute, I started to write suddenly out of the blue in English, and then realized my whole text was in Icelandic, and for some reason an English text just popped on my page, and I was like, oh. So yeah, so it's going swimmingly. I am, yeah, I'm good. I'm quite pleased with the progress. I think I have a little bit of description right, and then my two characters will meet. And the first encounter, but now I'm gonna be writing some thoughts, some ponders. The character I'm writing now is thinking. I kind of need to introduce his personality a little bit more. Yeah, Morning Star is completely by accident. I thought it in Icelandic, but for some reason I just wrote it. I was like, this is not Icelandic, this is English. That's crazy that you can switch back and forth. When you do this enough, it's easy. And especially after translating the book, it is much easier. I didn't have as easier time doing it in my younger years, but today, easy peasy. I also I have to do it at work as well, because I'm working both English speakers and Icelandic speakers, and we get a lot of customers that are not native Icelanders or tourists or just not native Icelanders. So you kind of have to be able to jump back and forth easily, because you're helping an Icelandic customer one moment and then English speaking the next, so, and then back again. But I've had it happen a few times that a customer will assume I speak English since I answered so easily in English and talk to me in English, and then it turned into Icelandic. But they're like, oh, I thought you were English, or oh, I thought you were a foreigner. I'm like, nope, just do this a lot. Constant practice. Well, let me see. Heather Morning said, yeah, David, I bet it's not bad. Don't think that. Lol, thanks, Heather. It is. I'm redoing the book right now as it comes, but I'm sure it's fine. Let me see. Claude, sometimes I dream in English, even though I am a French speaker. I consume so much English every day that it sticks. Exactly. I think we're probably having the same issues with that, because I'm native Icelandic, and we speak Icelandic. I speak Icelandic every day, but I'm consuming so much English that it's getting automatic. I'm trying to do that to German, but I'm not as good at consuming German content, because I'm obviously streaming in English, I'm writing in English, and I'm just doing the German thing in Duolingo as of yet. Let me see. Morning, sorry. I had a friend in college from Turkey. He switched to Turkish on night. I was like, what? I swear, it is much easier than you think when you learn to speak in a certain degree. Like, I'm for no means perfect in my English speaking skills, and there are times that my English is very bad. But some days it just switches. It becomes such a natural thing, especially if you're doing it day by day, every day, constantly switching between the two. It becomes very natural. Let me see, Claude. Honestly, I like to be a native English speaker. It would open so much more doors. I know. But also think of it that way. You can also think of it this way. As a non-native English speaker, if you can having your grammar, spelling, or your way of expression to a degree that a native English speaker cannot see the difference between you speaking English and a native English speaker, will actually open more doors. Because if you're a native like French speaker and you speak fluent English as well and write it, just imagine people that are bilingual, that itself opens a lot of doors. The better you are in speaking both languages, the better it's for you. You just have to pimp it out. Maybe not the right word, pimping it out, but having that talent to switch between languages, it is a very good quality to have. And there are many doors that will actually open for you because you can do both. Especially you can do both well. Let me see. And actually, if you can perform in both under pressure. At least here in Iceland, so. But it's here, like here in Iceland, it is, if you don't speak at least 2 languages, your mother tongue and another language, people usually look at you like you're an idiot. It's an ugly thing to say, but if you don't speak at least 2 languages here in Iceland, you're just an idiot. Because it's such a focus point here that we speak at least 2. Usually we should speak 3, but most of us neglect our Danish studies. I should know more Danish than I do, but I don't know enough, but yeah. Let me see, I lost something. Melissa, I dream in French so often too, not as often as when it was a bigger part of my daily life. And yeah, Melissa, Tuscany chicken soup and grilled cheese, excellent combo. Oh, you got me hungry there. Let me see, Morningstar, I've heard other people tell me they dream in French. I would like to learn French someday. Yeah, but one language at a time. Let me see. Claude, yeah, I consider myself bilingual, but not enough to write a novel with a quality language. I think it all depends just on practice. Just practicing and practicing and practicing. Let me see. Claude, there's an editor for that. You're typing in here perfectly. Exactly. Actually, there are editors that are specialized in people that are writing English as a non-native English speaker. I actually was checking it out, and I've had a few non-native English speakers here on my channel telling me actually the same thing. Just find an editor that specializes in editing books for people that are not natively English. So Claude, you could actually, besides it's practice, just start with more short stories and build it up. Easier books. Everything's possible. You just have to have the patience for it. Like my first English draft of my book, it was not pure trash. It was a draft. It was a very rough draft. But it got better and better until I'm very pleased with it right now. It takes time. Everything takes time. Let me see. Oh yeah, Morningstar. I'd say the US going that way bilingual. You kind of need to be. The more language you speak, the better for everyone, kind of. So yeah. Heather, HK, you're motivating me to do my Duolingo now. Lol, I need to learn another language. Hey, I have 5 lessons and I'm waiting for you to catch up, girl. Catch freaking up. And I'm trying only to use the 5 hearts, just to challenge myself, like, so I don't need to use my advertisements or whatever. I'm trying to stick to the 5 hearts just so I have a challenge. Let me see. Kelly, I practice speaking my ancestral language, but I don't practice like I should. Ooh, Kelly, what is your ancestral language? Just curious. I'm not curious. I'm very curious about languages. Let me see. Monisa, my boys like speaking in Spanish around the house, and the youngest is pretty good with Russian. So he likes to talk to me. I love that. I just love Russian. Only thing I know in Russian is a slang I heard in a movie, and then bruski, and it is a slang, and I don't even know how many know it because I heard it in a movie. I googled it, and it said bruski, and it means beer. It's by Google. I don't know. God, Russian sounds very hard to learn. Try learning Polish. Damn. I decided German was easier, so yeah. But yeah, German, no, Polish, Russian. That is hard. You guys that can master those two languages, hats off for you. But it would still be fun to know them. Let me see. Mornisa, are you guys buddies on Duolingo? Yes, me and Heather are buddies on Duolingo because we are determined to learn a language. And Kelly, your ancestral language is Yoruba. Yoruba? I find it. Let's see. Interesting. You caught my curiosity, Kelly. Yoruba, one of the 3 largest ethnic groups in Nigeria. Let me see. And you have that is very cool. Yeah, you should definitely practice speaking your ancestral tongue. Definitely. I also just when you have, like, let's say I would move to the States or to the UK. Let's say I would move and I would not move again or just stay there. Or that's still the reason why we learn Danish or Norwegian. Because a lot of Icelandic people that have families here for many generations, we have people that come from Britain, that come from the Nordic countries, Germany, Norway, Denmark, Sweden. So these are countries that are a lot of the most oldest families here in Iceland are from. So it's common sense that we try to learn Danish, German, or Swedish, all the languages. Learning your ancestral tongues and English. So I'm all pro learning your history and all the cool things. I find history so freaking amazing and interesting. So definitely, Kelly, do your lessons. Let me see. I'm looking at photos right now and seeing such cool clothing designs. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, I love history. I love seeing history all over the world. Just, you name it. If I here's something interesting, I'm gonna Google it. I'm just gonna do it. Let me see. Exactly. I knew you guys would feel the same. Kelly, it's just a fact. You have a very interesting and fascinating background. Just should be very proud of that. It's super cool. Because it's so precious. If we don't maintain our history, who will? And history itself is such wealth of knowing your history, knowing your background. even if it's yours or just your family's or something like that. It just, everything's so precious. Knowing the past to build a better future. Yeah, everybody's like, ooh. I love it. I love it. Yay! Woohoo! I love when people are kind of history buffs with me. It is. It said we are descendants of Israelites when they were exiled. Really? Now I need to do some research. That is very interesting. That is definitely very interesting. House of Joseph, to be exact. Who knows it? Who knows? Well, I love history. Yeah, we're same boat on that. I love history. I love the thoughts and just looking at how the world has changed, how we have changed, on considering where have we moved, what we did, why things changed the way that for this group or the other group, how languages changed depending on where we moved. Like, it is mind-boggling. You have two group of peoples. They move on either side of the world and create totally different languages. Two groups, same group, just in two, and create two completely different languages. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, I'm a total history buff. I just find it so fascinating. And just how much we change just depending on our climate. We think about that. Just the climate. How if we humans, animals, just a little change in our environment can change how we evolve in the future. It is freaking mind-boggling. Kelly, indeed, HK. Where's our note? We're floored somewhere. Someone traced the family back that far. Exactly. Having someone, knowing that there are people actually doing the research, so you can just click a few buttons and go, ooh. I find it very interesting. I really want to do a ancestral chart because I'm very curious to see if I'm purely Norwegian or if I have any more scatters all over the globe. Even though I know from like my family tree, I know of like Norway. I know I have a heritage from Norway from the Viking time. But that's the only thing I know. That's the only thing I know. But I'm very curious. And also just that you can research your ancient ancestors to know if you're likely to have some genetic flaws. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see, Marnisa. It's so cool. I found Pocahontas 2 image. I can barely speak English. Morningstar, I'm an American mutt. No, Morningstar, you are a pizza. Americans are pizza. Those that have families from the settlers are pizza because you're a mixed match of everyone. You are European and you're kind of from everywhere. Just a fact. But yeah, Kelly, I'm so gonna do it. I just have to get my ass to do it. I'm pumped for it, but me doing it is the other thing. But sooner or later, I will definitely do it. Definitely, because I just want to know. I just want to know. I'm not expecting huge versions, but it would be cool to know maybe that I'm a pizza slice with a little bits everywhere, because I think that's cool. It is also very good for your genetics. The more diverse your genetic pool is, the better, especially in a little society like in Iceland. Because, guys, the family pool is too tight here. Too tight. We see Claude, speaking of changing, what kept to me is a lot also is the number of different shells we can be in a lifetime. Selves, yeah, can we be in a lifetime? It's mind-blowing sometimes. We change a lot with the years. Exactly, that is actually true. It is interesting and very intriguing how much we can transform over the years. Just, would you like yourself from 20 years ago or 30 years ago, depending on the age, 50 years ago, depending on the age? Let me see. Heather specifically connect Ireland and like 30% English. Ooh, that's a nice blend. When he saw I have a son, I need to marry off. I should take him to Iceland. Oh, I love that. Oh. But yeah, that's the thing. I found it, when I first heard that description on Americans, I found it hilarious. I found it just so funny that you could kind of say the same thing about a lot of Americans, especially of the paler variety. You guys are pizza slices with everything. But technically speaking, aren't we all kind of pizza slices? Because we all originate from one kind of gene pool long, many thousand years ago, and we just slowly spread over the globe and changed into different little things, or human beings with different skills and all that things. It's fascinating. I love it. And I find the mud thing super funny. A lot of genetics here. Let me see. Hey, you never... Snot, Kelly. Yes, do it, Melissa. We might be related. Hey, you never know. You never know. When I saw my youngest son, tall, blonde, blue-eyed, 3% African. Like I said, the more variety, the better. Just means stronger genes. That's why I say it's better to have a little of everything than too much of the same thing, because that means you're possibly inbred, and we don't like inbreeding. Nope. Also, that's my answer now to religious racism and all kind of that stuff. So you like inbreeding? Interesting. That's my answer. Yeah. But yeah, being a mud, I think that's a good thing. Having all the things, having strong genetics, because you have something of everything. Yeah, the more the better. Besides, you never know who's related to you. You never know. Except you're in Iceland. Major part of people that have family trees very far back here, or maybe from the Viking area, most of us are related up to 7. And like here, because we're so knit together, our genetics, we have a tree here to make sure you don't sleep with your cousin. That is no joke. We actually have a genetic tree that keeps track of who we're related to here in Iceland, of people that have lived here from the beginning of Iceland, before, towards the first settlers. And so you're discouraged from sleeping with anyone that is closer to you than the 5th generation. 7th generation, and you're fine. Just think about it. At least you guys don't have to think about that. It is hilarious. Wait, so you're gonna go to hook up with a guy and put, okay, your name is this? Oh, I'm sorry, we're sort of 4th generation cousins. Damn, can't sleep together. Okay, see you later. But Heather, it is crazy. It is freaking crazy. My little sister had that happen. She and her ex-boyfriend, they were
they were connected through the fourth, all the things. I don't know what HK live streams conversation will come. I talk about everything. That's just a fact. We all know that. I talk about everything. But yeah, with the thing, obviously they broke up sooner or later. But yeah, so they were almost too close to date. Almost. Especially if they had decided to have kids together. That would not have been very good concerning genetics. So if you're trying to make sure your genetics are good, you kind of need to think, is he further enough away from my genetics so I can date him? It's so bad that if a female here decides she wants to have a child through a sperm donor, all sperm donors that come to Iceland are not Icelanders. They're usually Swedish or from all the other Nordic countries. They're never Icelandic never Icelandic genetics. Never. Because we're so closely related. It's bad. Funny, but bad. Oh. I have a date. Consult the tree. Let me see, Heather, can you have merch? We need to consult the tree mug. I'll look into it. Remind me on Discord. Oh, I like the mug idea. Yeah, I can definitely do some consult the tree. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? But yeah. The world is a funny place. It's a super funny place. And now you know a little too much about the Icelandic culture. And the fact that we're very liberal. Very liberal. But it is very fun because like here in Iceland we have a hookup culture. We don't date. We just hook up, then date. And having to stop the person, check the app, because I actually have an app on my phone that I can put in the person's name or security number, and then I can see if we're related or not. And it's so bad. It's so funny. Like I just found out a few weeks ago that I'm related to a guy I work with. He was just checking out if he was related to some people at work, and we're very close related. And I'm like, how did I not know that? Let me see. Must try the milk. Okay, let's do one more sprint since I'm on vacation. How about that? One more sprint since we talked so long. Just for Kelly. Just for Kelly. Let me see. Heather, yes, there is an app. Morningstar, yes. So I'm old-fashioned. I would prefer to date before I actually hook up with someone. And that is why I stay single, because I refuse to give in to the Icelandic way of dating. That is hooking up and then dating. Because here, for most people here, knowing if the person is good or in bed or not matters. Because you don't want to date someone for 3 years, that sucks. Did I say too much? Yeah, I like dating first. So if the person can't deal with dating, I'm not touching it. So I'd rather stay single because I refuse to do the Iceland thing. Just don't. I don't. Anyways, one more sprint, and then we call it a night. Whew, I need to calm myself down. Yeah, they say that and say yeah. Oh, okay, we're gonna move on to the final sprint of the night. Yeah, just people have to fit together the right way, Morningstar. The right way. Anyways, see you guys in 25.
And we are done with the final sprint of the night. And I'm officially ready to quit. Kind of. At least live streaming. But how did you guys do before we say good night? Adieu, all the things. So mornings are, I jumped down the rabbit hole. Oh boy. Which means so bad. That's okay. I started working on, kept tweaking the project I'm supposed to be done with because I was convinced I could do better. I'm trying. I'm so much looking forward to showing you guys what I was up to. I can't wait. I think it's perfect. It's freaking perfect. So yeah. Rabbit holes can indeed be quite interesting, Kelly. That is true. But it did get some work done, so work's done, so lovely. Heather, yeah, thanks for the extra sprint. I edited a scene and a half. Yeah, I worked a little bit on the magnet, and then I started turning my attention toward the project I was going to do after the stream, since I was overtime already. And I was looking for some materials to see if I can upgrade this project even more. So yeah, that's what I was doing. No, I think I'm gonna keep this background. I think I'm gonna keep the background like this for a while. I like it. Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits. I have to go work a little bit on this stuff, my project in the Movie Maker, and see if I can set everything up and start posting something either tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do some testing over in the next 1 or 2 hours and see what happens. I'm so excited. Anyways, good night. See you later. See you Friday. Thank you for a wonderful evening. You are awesome, per usual. And I'll see you on Discord until Friday. Good night, and good night. And thanks for the chat. It was quite entertaining. Good night, my lovelies.